This video was brought to you by Stormberg, a route planner, MisterGreen, Kempower and Marcus Bil. Yo, what's up? We are now sitting in a Tesla Model 3, and in this video I'm going to talk about Teslas getting stolen. I wonder if I talked about this before. But okay, anyway, my police friend told me some stuff, and I figured, okay, maybe I should help inform people how it is, because I think he wants me to bring the word out. So lately there have been more cases of stolen Model S and X in Norway, and actually it turns out that there are these foreign gangs out there. They steal Model S and X in Oslo and around eastern Norway, roughly around here. And the problem is that usually these owners, they have the cars parked in front of the house, and then the key fob is right in the entrance without any protection. And then they use equipment to either clone the fob or amplify the signal so they can access the car and then start driving. And then you might be thinking, yeah, but the owner can just track the vehicle. Well, these professional stealers, professional thieves, they know where to locate the SIM card, and they just pull it out, and then the car is offline, and then there is no tracking. They can just put it, I guess, drive it somewhere and then dismantle it, or I don't know how they shield it, or so then the car is gone, GUN. And the problem is that, yes, the fob sends some signal, and then you're able to, they call it relay attack, you're able to pick up the signal and then amplify it. And then what about a Model 3 and Y? Well, they are not that much affected, because by default you only get this key card. And this one doesn't transmit any signals or anything. You have to literally just lay it close. It's more like the safety of a bank card. You have to be really close to be able to communicate with the chip in here. So therefore, S and X are way safer, except for cases where you buy a key fob, and then if you have a key fob and then you link it to the car, then it has the same vulnerability like Model S and X. So how the heck do we fix this then? Well, I guess there are some some easy steps you can do. You can enable pin to drive in the car. Tesla, they know about this, so they made some safety features. So with a pin to drive, you actually have to enter a pin before you can start driving. But you can also do something else, which is to disable passive entry. So passive entry is that when you have the key fob in a Model X and X, and you go near the car, it will automatically unlock for you. But with passive entry disabled, you actually have to double click twice to unlock the car, and then you can enter it. So the thieves, they actually utilize the passive entries to easily get access to the car, because there's something about if you disable passive entry, then the key fob needs to send a signal to the car to unlock it. So you have to physically press it to send it, other than just the key fob responding to some signal that it's nearby. So passive entry will at least prevent the thieves, or make it much harder for the thieves to enter the car. And then the pin to drive will also make it much harder to drive with it. So if you do those two things, it will help. And even Tesla, they always put pin to drive. When the cars are in for service and they are in service mode, they will always have pin to drive to make it harder to steal. But also Tesla uses these lockers, or where they have the keys in the key fobs. They have some kind of box that blocks a signal. So you could also get one of those, I guess, and put it in there instead, in the entrance, and it will block the signal. I actually have a video a long time ago. I tried to put the key fob inside a little metal box, a cookie box or something, and that one didn't block it. I think I even tried some aluminum foil, but when I put it in another box, at least it did block the signal. So I guess if you don't want to invest in some of that, you could put it in a box, in a box, in a box, in a box, and then it should work, right? And even the police friend said that even last night, yet another Tesla Model S from 2017 was stolen in Oslo. So I was like, oh shit, they are actually operating now. So I guess if you have your car parked, like I've explained, near the entrance, and you have the key fob there. Okay, if you can't buy a box now, just find a metal cookie box or something. Buy Danish cookies from Europris and just munch on the cookies, and then you could put it in there and you use for something. Just try, or take the batteries out of the key fob at least, or enable pin to drive, because I can understand the pin to drive and the passive entry. It just makes the whole experience with the car slightly more cumbersome, because of your pin and then you have to pin, and you know. But what else can we do, right? So the worst case that the car gets stolen and you won't be able to track it. So yeah, and then but one thing I haven't figured out yet is that what about Model 3 when you have Bluetooth key? Are they susceptible to any relay attack or something? I haven't heard about. I mean, the police guy said no, Model 3s are not common case. So maybe the Bluetooth is safer, something like that. Maybe you guys know, but apparently they don't attack them, or they don't go for those cars. So yeah, that's another reason to get Model 3 and why, I guess. No, but okay. So now you guys have heard about it. It's kind of, and also, yeah, I should point out, this is not just a problem with Tesla. The whole relay attack, I think it happened many years ago. People start stealing Mercedes or something. So it's also common with those cars. And I also don't know what kind of safety mechanism they have in a Mercedes. Do you have pin to drive there? Can you enable passive entry or something like that? Or I mean, disable passive entry? Ich weiß nicht, but at least in Tesla you can do some of this. So yeah, stay safe and secure your car, I guess. So I think that's going to be it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, thank you for watching, and talk to you later.